boys and girls. My name is Miss Rachel. Most of you should know me by now. I'm Ms. Hulk's student teacher. And today I'm going to be introducing our Inventors and Scientists project. So if you're watching this video, you should have already completed our Do Now. So our Do Now to introduce us to this project was, what does the word influential mean? So there's no right or wrong answers in the Do Now. It's just to introduce you to the lesson. So I'm going to go over that Do Now for us. So the word influential. So influential means to have influence on someone or something. So now you can ask yourself, what does influence mean? So another word for influence would be effect. So to be influential means to have an effect on someone or something. So, as we work on our projects, we're going to be looking at influential inventors and scientists. So, these are influential people that have had effects on someone or something. So, to get started, everybody will have their own individual inventor or scientist. So, to demonstrate how we are going to be doing this lesson, I have my own inventor or scientist that I'm going to be showing you. So, nobody else has her. So, don't worry, I'm not stealing anybody's thunder with it. I'm just going to simply show you how to do this lesson and go over what's expected from you so that you guys can have a successful lesson. So, when you open your slides for your project, you will see 5 slides. So the first 4 slides are the cover, which is influential scientists and inventors. The second one is where we are going to put some extra information towards the end of our project. And now you will also see this. This is just a copy of what your project will look like. And then here is the final copy where you, when you're looking at this, will have an image of whoever your inventor or scientist is. And here, instead of this inventor or scientist that I have, you will have your own name or your own scientist there or inventor. So with that being said, along with those, you will have a website page. So instead of just Googling to find resources, you can use the sites below to research your inventor or scientist. So here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different websites that you can copy and paste into a new tab, so where you can look for that information for your person that was selected for you. So today we are only going to be working on a small portion of our lesson. So I want you to go over here and look where it says life information. So that is the box that we are going to be completing today, which includes the birth date, location, the family members, and the education. So as you're looking for this information, the first thing you want to start with is looking at who your inventor or scientist is. So in this case, I have Katherine Johnson. So I don't know who Katherine Johnson is. I haven't learned about her yet. So that's what this project is going to help us do, learn about these influential people. So I'm going to go over to our website list and I'm going to look over them and I'm going to model and to show you an example of how I'm finding information, I am going to look at the third link. So to find that, I'm going to simply, I'm going to simply click and highlight that link. And then I am going to copy. And then I am going to go over to the top of my screen and open a new tab. Then since I just have had that website copied, I'm going to paste it and press search. So now this will bring us to the website called biography.com. So now that I'm looking for my influential inventor or scientist, I am going to go over to where these 3 lines are and press and search. So this is going to look a little differently on each website that you use, but you can play around with it. I know you guys are getting so good at using the computer and looking at new websites because we're on them all the time. So just play around with each website, look for the search bar, and if you have any questions, you can always just ask. So we're going to go over here and we are going to search Katherine Johnson, who is my inventor or scientist. Still not sure what she is yet. We got to find out. So now I'm going to scroll and here she is. So I'm going to press this. And now before I start loading my information into my document, I want to make sure that we all know we are not putting it into the final document just yet. So rather than putting it right into there, we can look at our copy here. So if you're at home and you're looking at this video and you have access to a printer, you could always print this out. I know Ms. Hulk loves to take notes rather than just typing it right into the project right away. So you could always print that document out. And as you're looking for the birthday or her family members or of whoever your person is, you can jot them down. So then when time comes to put that information onto your project, you can just simply look and transfer the information onto the screen. For those of you who are in the classroom right now, you could always just take out a piece of lined paper, or even if you are at home and you don't have a printer, you can always just take out a piece of lined paper to write that information down before you get started, just to kind of keep pace of where you are and to kind of to have those notes. So another tip for doing this project is when you are looking for this information, sometimes it's a little difficult to have to go back and forth from screen to screen and kind of remember what you're looking for. So remember, you can always go ahead and split that screen like we talked about before. So you can put this one up here, and then you could select this one and put that over onto the other side. So now this way you can look at the information that's on the page while looking at what you are looking for on the page. So now that we have both sides set up, I'm going to demonstrate how I am looking for one piece of information. So that information I'm going to look for first is the birth date. So I'm going to go over to this web page that we're using. I'm going to make it bigger for us just so that we can all see it right now as you're watching the video. But like I said, you could always split your screen. So you're going to go ahead and scroll down. You're going to exit all these ads. And like I said, we're looking for her birthday. So on this website, what I really like about this is that it puts all this information, this special information, right over here on the side. So these are just some quick facts about her. So her name is Katherine Johnson. Her birth date was August 26, 1918, and her death date is February 24th, 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this again. And now that I'm over here, like I said, this is where you're going to be putting in your information. So this could be either you're writing this down on a piece of paper or you're transferring it right into your document right away. So birth date, I'm going to go and I'm going to press where it says type here. I'm going to delete the words, type here. And her birth date was August 26th. And I'm not sure the date. I forget. Let's go back and double check. Oh, and look, even right here it says Johnson was born Catherine Coleman on August 26th, 1918. So then we're going to go back to our document, 1918. Now I'm going to continue this process throughout the entire project. Like I said, today we are only working on this life information tab. And remember, if I'm looking for, let's say, the location, and in this stance, it means the location of where she was born. If it didn't say that she was born in White Sulphur Springs in West Virginia, if that information wasn't found on this webpage, I could always go back to my slides, go back over to where my web pages are, and select a new website and look for new information on that website. So that is what we were going to be focusing on today. Make sure that you are including all those important dates. You can't just say her birthday was August 26th. We need to know the year of that. So make sure you're including all of the information in there. And lastly, before I send you off to do your work, if you do finish a little bit early, you can always go ahead and add a quote or saying. So that's an additional thing that you can do today if you get done the other information first. So, but just remember with quotes and saying, because it is a quote, that means it's a primary source, which means that it needs to be in quotations. So do not forget your quotation marks. We've been learning about them recently, so you guys should all know how to do that perfectly. Or not perfectly, but you should all at least know how to add quotations in the front and end of something that was said by somebody. So I hope you guys enjoy this project. Like I said, we're going to be working on this for a couple days. So, one second. We're going to be working on this for a couple days. So try not to go ahead. We want to make sure we're all going at the same pace. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. It's going to look really nice at the end. Everybody else that has these slides has a different person. So we're going to learn about so many different inventors and scientists throughout this project. And once we're done, we're going to share them with everybody, and it's going to be really neat. So make sure that you're taking your time and putting in your best effort when you're working on this. And I can't wait to see what it looks like at the end. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow or Monday to work on it a little more.